So Dr. Zoe now joins us to take your calls on obesity, on childhood obesity specifically, and whether you should ever tell a child or their parent if you think they are overweight. Okay, so do you blame the parent, you give the parent advice, whatever it is. Right, let's get into what you guys have to say. Caroline, what's your dilemma?
Okay, so I've got a wonderful 12-year-old daughter. She's very active and does lots of dancing. You wouldn't look at her and think, oh my goodness, she's obese, but she does tend to favour my husband's side, which I probably shouldn't say that, but who is a little bit heavier. And I just really struggle as a mum because I try and eat healthy, I try and make sure that she eats healthy, and I don't want to get into that conversation about fat, but it's like when she sees her friends having ice creams, I sort of go into that panic mode of, I know if you eat all that ice cream, there's more chance of you getting heavy than your friends, and I don't want to deny her things, but I just don't know if you should have that conversation about... Yeah, exactly.
And actually, we always say, don't they, mothers and daughters, they say you have to be very careful.
I'm so scared
how you talk about weight, because women, we notoriously talk about weight a lot, more so than men, probably.
Absolutely, and I think that's really wise, not making it an issue, but there are loads of ways that you can talk positively. You said she's really active, so that's great, so make sure that you're commending her for that, and then just talking positively about food. I don't think any food should be forbidden, but it's about having the right types of foods for the right purposes. So the main reason for us to eat is nutrition, so we need nutritious foods, but also, you know, treats do exist, ice cream, and that shouldn't be forbidden from the diet, because I think if something's completely forbidden, then a child or an adult can then develop an uncomfortable relationship with that type of food.
At that moment, Zoe, you know, when Caroline's saying when she's going to have that ice cream, like, you want to say, darling, you know, maybe you want to think twice, how do you put that into words without making her conscious, overly conscious?
Yeah, well, it's not to say a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips, because that's the kind of language we often use, isn't it? But just to find out, you know, it's a treat. Why are we having this treat? Why are you having the ice cream? It's a birthday party, it's a celebration. Treats are there to have treats, but they shouldn't be making up part of the everyday diet. So just saying, do you really want the ice cream? Do you want this to be one of your 5 treats for this week? Or maybe agreeing a number of healthy times to have those types of foods.
See, Caroline, you avoid, you know, saying it as it is, which is to your daughter that she takes after her dad, and her dad's on the stocky side. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I say I don't want to...
Yeah.
It's that balance of, because she is the age she is, will she go out of it,
but
or do I say
here's my point. Can you ever be direct and straight and just say it as it is?
It depends. It depends on the relationship that a mother has with her daughter. It depends on the daughter's personality.
And you sense you can't do that?
I could tell her that, because she is kind of quite a resilient kid, but at the same time, it's then... I don't want her then looking in the mirror going, my mum's just told me I'm fat.
Yeah, and then we hear terrible stories like that, don't we? People saying somebody made a comment and never forgot.
One of the things I'd say is avoid... A lot of it is the language you use as well, so we should never really talk to children about being fat.
Well,
I think
there's so many people...
we say agree treats per week. Do you think that would work, Caroline? I think we say, let's agree 5 treats a week, and then when they do that, you go, oh, that's fine, but that means you've only got 2 treats left this week. Maybe is the way. I thought that's... I've never
Ruth does that with me, and I just lie to her. I've only had 1 treat all week.
Listen, Caroline, at least you're aware of it.
Thank you, Caroline.